Arionne Curry just ignited a fire nobody saw coming. She's now throwing shade at none other than Oprah Winfrey and the OWN network itself. Yes, you heard that right. Arionne, long tied to Martell Holt and a constant source of controversy, has now taken a direct swipe at the very platform that made Love and Marriage Huntsville. Possible and fans are not staying silent. Let's rewind. Love and Marriage Huntsville exploded onto OWN by following ambitious Black couples in Huntsville, Alabama, balancing love, business, and endless drama. Melody, Shari, and Martell Holt were at the heart of the series. Their marriage, empire, and eventual explosive divorce captivated viewers. Alongside them, Letitia and Marsa Scott showcased modern versus traditional struggles. Maurice and Kimmy Scott brought warmth and inspiration through Kimmy's health journey. And personalities like Destiny, Peyton, Tiffany, and Louis Whitlow, and Stormy Steele added layers of intrigue. But always lurking in the background was Arionne Curry, the woman tied to Martell's long affair. She's never officially been a cast member, yet her presence has been constant. Fans blamed her for the collapse of Martell and Melody's marriage. Melody called her out. Cast members threw subtle digs. And Martell, he's kept her close. Over the years, Arionne became infamous for cryptic Instagram posts and late-night shade. But this time, it's crossed a line that many fans consider unforgivable, targeting Oprah and OWN directly. Think about it. OWN is the network that made this series possible. Oprah is the powerhouse behind the brand. Without her, there'd be no Melody Shari as a household name, no infamous Martell Holt, and no Saturday night drama fans crave. Yet Arionne acted as if she could disrespect Oprah herself and walk away unscathed. Predictably, the backlash online was immediate and fierce. Oprah isn't just another celebrity. She's a cultural icon who broke barriers and gave Carlos King the platform to tell these stories. Her name stands for influence and integrity. So when someone who isn't even a cast member throws shade at her, it feels like a slap to everything fans love about the show. And of course, Martell is right in the middle. He's defended Arionne for years, even showing up at court recently with her in a viral photo. Fans can't believe that after everything, he's still aligned with her, especially now that she's disrespected the very network keeping him relevant. OWN is facing pressure too. Fans are demanding answers. Why does Arionne still have any connection to the show? Why is she benefiting from storylines without being a cast member? Some suspect the network keeps her close purely for ratings. But when she publicly disses Oprah, that good drama starts to look like a major liability. Meanwhile, Melody Shari continues to shine, thriving in her career, walking red carpets, attending New York Fashion Week, and proving that resilience pays off. Melody is the fan favorite. Viewers see Arionne's ongoing involvement as an insult, overshadowing the rest of the cast, Marsa and Letitia with their rumors, Maurice and Kimmy with their heartfelt stories, and Stormy with her business hustle. Headlines are about Arionne, not the people putting in the work. Fans are crystal clear. They're tired of Martell's stagnant storyline and Arionne's influence behind the scenes. Many want Arionne cut off, Martell held accountable, and Oprah's brand protected. Yet Arionne seems unfazed. She doubled down on Instagram, hinting at more secrets about Martell, Melody, and even the Scotts. Some speculate she might be angling for an official spot on the show, an idea that could ignite a firestorm of backlash, adding fuel to the fire. Arionne claims she gets paid whenever her name is mentioned on Love and Marriage Huntsville. Fans were shocked. And calls for OWN to sever all financial ties skyrocketed. OWN now faces a critical decision: protect Oprah's brand and distance the show from Arionne, or gamble that the drama is worth the risk. Fans warn that boycott's an advertiser. Pressure could follow if the network stays silent. This isn't just about one show. It's about the entire Love and Marriage franchise. Arionne Curry just lit a fire nobody expected. She's now throwing shade at none other than Oprah Winfrey and the OWN network itself. Yes, you heard that correctly. Arionne, long tied to Martell Holt and a constant source of controversy since the very start, has now taken a direct swipe at the very platform that made this entire franchise possible. And fans, they are not sitting quietly. Let's rewind. Love and Marriage. Huntsville became a breakout success on OWN because it followed ambitious Black couples in Huntsville, Alabama, balancing love, business, and plenty of drama. Melody, Shari, and Martell Holt were the heartbeat of the series first, their marriage and empire. Then, their explosive divorce. Alongside them came Letitia and Marsa Scott with their own traditional versus modern struggles. Morris and Kimmy Scott bringing warmth and depth especially through Kimmy's powerful health journey and personalities like Destiny Payton, Tiffany and Lewis Whitlow, and later Stormy Steele. But hovering over everything like a shadow was the name Arionne Curry, the woman tied to Martell's long affair. Arionne never held a contract as a cast member, yet her presence has been constant. Viewers blamed her for helping destroy Martell and Melody's marriage. Melody called her out. Cast members threw subtle digs. And Martell. He's kept her close through it all. Over the years, Arionne became known for cryptic Instagram stories and late-night shade. But this time she crossed a line many fans consider unforgivably, aiming her insults directly at Oprah and OWN. Think about it. OWN is the network that made Love and Marriage Huntsville possible. Oprah is the powerhouse behind that brand. Without her greenlighting Carlos King's vision, there'd be no Melody Shari household name, no infamous Martell Holt, no Saturday night drama the fans crave. Yet Arionne acted as if she could disrespect Oprah herself and walk away unscathed. The backlash online was instant and fierce. Oprah isn't just another celebrity. She's a cultural icon who broke barriers in media and gave Carlos King the platform to tell these stories. Her name stands for influence and integrity. So when someone who isn't even a cast member throws jabs at Oprah and her network, fans feel like it's a slap at everything they love about this show. Naturally, Martell is pulled straight into the storm. He's defended Arionne for years, as I've showing up to court recently with her by his side in a viral photo. Fans can't believe that after everything, he's still standing with her, especially now that she's disrespected the very network keeping him relevant. How can he continue to align himself with someone openly shading Oprah? OWN itself is catching heat too. Viewers are demanding answers. Why does Arionne still have any connection to the show? Why does she keep benefiting from the storyline if she's never signed on as cast? Some fans even suspect the network keeps her in the wings to keep ratings high. But when Arionne disses Oprah, that good drama starts to look like a liability. Fans are warning OWN. Keep her orbiting the show and you could lose us. Meanwhile, Melody Shari remains the fan favorite and the soul of the series, thriving in her career, shining at New York Fashion Week and proving that resilience pays off. Viewers adore her growth and independence, and they see Arionne's ongoing connection as an insult on top of old wounds. The rest of the cast, Marsa and Letitia with their messy rumors, Morris and Kimmy with their heartfelt storylines, Stormy with her business hustle, all getting overshadowed. Headlines are about Arionne instead of their lives. And that frustrates everyone. Fans are crystal clear. They're tired of Martell's stagnant storyline and Arionne's behind-the-scenes influence. Many want Arionne cut off completely, Martell held accountable, and Oprah's brand protected. Yet Arionne doesn't appear fazed. After her initial insult, she doubled down on Instagram, dropping cryptic hints that she has more secrets to spill, whether about Martell, Melody, or even the Scotts. Some even think she's angling for an official spot on the show, which would ignite a firestorm of backlash, adding fuel to the fire. Arionne has claimed that whenever her name is mentioned on Love and Marriage Huntsville, she gets paid. That revelation shocked fans and led to calls for OWN to cut all financial ties. So now OWN faces a critical decision. Will they protect Oprah's brand and finally distance the show from Arionne? Or will they gamble that the drama is worth the risk? Viewers warn that boycotts and advertiser pressure will follow if the network remains silent. This moment isn't just about one show. It's about the Love and Marriage franchise as a whole. If OWN mishandles the situation, trust across the entire brand could shatter. Some even whisper that producers might secretly plan to bring Arionne on camera for the ratings spike, but doing so after her public disrespect for Oprah would feel like betrayal. The stakes couldn't be higher. Melody represents growth and empowerment. Martell and Arionne represent chaos and disrespect. OWN and Oprah stand at the center, forced to choose between protecting long-term credibility or chasing short-term buzz. By the end of this season, we'll see whether Love and Marriage Huntsville emerges stronger, centered on Melody, Kimmy, Stormy, and the rest, or collapses under recycled drama. Fans are already watching every move, keeping receipts, and promising to hold the network accountable. Because in their eyes, this is bigger than reality TV. It's about respect for Oprah, for the audience, and for the cast who actually show up to do the work. The only question left is whether OWN will finally draw the line or let Arionne Curry's words drag an entire franchise down.